Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be telling you how to prepare for solo and ensemble. Now, I did solo and ensemble every year I can, and I'm still doing it this year actually. I'm preparing for 2 Class A pieces in choir and 1 Class B piece in band. Now, this is more than I've ever done in solo and ensemble. I've never done 2 pieces in choir, and I've certainly never done 2 Class A pieces. I did a Class A piece in 6th grade, and I believe I got a 2. I did a Class B piece in 7th grade, and I got a 2. I did a Class A piece in 8th grade, and I got a 1. I got 9 points, and I needed 8 points to get a 1 star, which would have sent me to state. Now, if you want to go to state, it's very cool, I bet. I've never done it because I've never gotten that good of a score. But for state, you need to get 8 points or lower in a Class A piece. So that is my goal this year. And while that is my goal, I'm still very proud of what I did last year, which is a 1 on a Class A piece. So I'm going to be telling you how I achieved that. Now, keep in mind, this Class A piece was a theater piece. When you do a theater piece, they have you do a classical piece too, so you don't because if you could do a theater piece by itself, everyone would do a theater piece because theater pieces are the best. But yeah, they're like the most fun. Like they know that kids would never choose classical over theater. So yeah, but in 8th grade my teacher didn't know that, so we didn't have to worry about it, so I just did my theater piece. And the key to getting my 1 in this theater piece was I acted it out. I walked around, I was the character because it's a theater piece. It's from a musical, Wicked, the one I did. And I was like being that character, and it helped a lot. It's what got me my 1. And other times, it's very important to also remember that that's not for every song. You need to find if it's appropriate for your song. If you're doing a theater piece, of course it's appropriate. If you're doing a classical piece, maybe don't do it. Like, okay, so I would suggest only doing it if you have a theater piece, and if you have one that's a character but it's not necessarily theater, show emotion but don't move around so much. Like, keep yourself in like a smaller space and just kind of move there. Don't walk around like I did where I was on a stage or something, you know? Like, be less dramatic is what I'm saying. And if you do have a theater piece, keep this in mind. Do not move around to the point where you're out of breath, and do not move around to the point where it's distracting your singing. Don't close your eyes. I did that in mine, and that's what the judge told me not to do. She's like, make sure you don't do that. Your eyes are the window to the soul. So keep them at the audience, you know? Keep looking. Don't stare at one person, but you have to keep them open and out there so they can see them. So, yeah, that's how you move correctly. If you're not moving, then just sing and, like, have good expression in your voice. Now that we got the movement thing out of the way, which is actually a very big part of it, there's the other parts, which are important. Dynamics and articulation. I cannot stress enough how you should never ever sing with your mouth like this. Sing with your mouth like this, because it sounds way more mature in your voice. I mean, I don't mean like, when your voice sounds mature, that's a good thing. When it doesn't sound mature, that's a bad thing. So don't talk like this. Sing like this. Doesn't matter how you talk. For me, I live in Wisconsin, so we talk like this all the time. Like, this is how we sound. So, yeah. Be careful not to sing like that. I do that all the time in my videos, but that's because they're my videos and I don't really care that much. Like, because a lot of pop stars sing like this. It's not always, it doesn't matter. But for me, I sing like this for fun. I sing like this for choir and for solo and ensemble. Another thing to keep in mind is, if you're doing a solo, it's very important to remember you are not in a choir, you're not in a group of people. You don't need to adjust your sound like with other people there. You need to learn how to do the dynamics on your own, and that's about it. It's actually, I think, easier because when you're in a choir, you kind of have to adjust it based on the groups. If they're unbalanced and your group should be softer because you're not the melody, then, you know, you soften up. But in solo and ensemble, you are the melody. unless you're an ensemble. That's a whole different story, but I haven't really done ensemble that much yet. But if you are the melody, so you have to follow the dynamics on the paper. No one's going to be there to tell you, do this, do that. They're not conducting you. You're doing it on your own. And you're memorizing it all. That's how it works. Though I'm pretty sure your choir or your band teacher will definitely help you. And usually, in most cases, my teachers have definitely had like planned days where they ask you to go in there, sing, and you do this like 3 times, and then they'll be like, okay, here's what you need to work on, here's what you need to work on, here's what you need to work on. You work on it all, and then you get a good score at solo and ensemble, I guess. So I guess, trying to wrap it all up, you listen to tips from your teachers. Focus on dynamics and articulation. And don't talk like this or sing like this, and don't sing like this, not like this, okay? This sounds bad when you're singing. This does not. So yeah, follow dynamics, sing correctly with your mouth, memorize everything, and act it out if it's appropriate. And if it's not, just keep expression in your voice. That's probably the most I can tell you, because I am just a kid who doesn't know how to teach or anything, so I'm just telling you my advice. Bye.